everyone. Today's episode we're going to do a 2007, I believe it's an 07, Ford F-150 four-wheel drive. We're going to do an oil pan gasket and a transmission pan gasket in it. So I'm going to kind of go through all the procedures with you. On the four-wheel drives, you got to drop down a few items in the front to get the pan off, and move a couple of things. So we'll go through all that. I'm going to try to get it all set up where we can see it pretty nice here. So let me get this set up. I got some of the tools already laid out, so I don't got to waste the video going back and forth to the toolbox. But I'll kind of name off what I'm using as I'm using it. Let's go ahead and get the oil draining. I think it's a 16 millimeter. And get that broke loose. I'm going to try to do what I can here without that compressor kicking on. I'm going to try to keep it on, off. That way we don't get... I did warm up the engine before I drained this, just to kind of try to get it a little thinner. Okay, so some of the things we're going to have to remove here. Let me see if I got you guys. Try to get you in a little closer here. So we're going to have to remove the sway bar and the links. This lower cross member here. And then on the front axle, we'll have to take out the mount on the passenger side, and I think just one of the bolts on the driver's side, enough to get it to swivel down. As long as that CD axle is touching that lower controller arm, then the pan will come through it, the front of the pan. It's the biggest part's in the back, so I think we'll be good there. And then luckily on the pan gasket, or on the transmission gasket, there's not much in the way of that. In the back here by this cross member, we may have a couple bolts that are a little hard to get to, but I think we should be pretty good on that one. But yeah, we're going to do a filter and fluid change on that too. I'm going to let this finish draining, and I'll get the bolt back in it. I'll bring you guys back here in a second. Okay, hopefully we don't get too loud with this compressor. I'm going to try to hopefully get it. Yeah, one of these bolts are changed. Somebody put the wrong bolt on it. We'll get this cross member out of the side. These are 18s, I believe. Yeah, 18s. They had a 19 on one of the sides, but you can see the correct one's got like a washer, and then the 19 doesn't. So somebody's replaced that. These, I might need to get a swivel. Yeah. Try to go as fast as I can. These batteries die so fast on that GoPro. I got the wrong wrench. And usually these things are, these aren't. These might be a little, let me get these tapped out. Let me get a hammer. This truck is so high on my lift. There's one. It's hard for me to yeah, see, they put a couple washers on that nut, the wrong nut, the 19. Not that it's a big deal, but yeah, usually these things are seized up in here, and you got to really mess with them. So if you got one that's stuck, put the nut back on it a little bit, just to where it's flush. there. Well, you know what? Maybe we can leave that one there. Well, I'd like to get it out and clean that. It's starting to come out. Yep. Let me grab a punch. Get this out of the way first. That's going to fight us all the way out, isn't it? There we go. A little bit more. She's going to fight all the way out. There we go. Okay. I'm going to clean those up a little before I stick them back in there. Well, how in the heck is that turning? Is it at a separate? Oh, it's got a, okay. Let's see what size that is. There's a, yep, there's a hex up there. Okay, there we go. That's that. Okay, maybe. That one's already, that one wasn't even tight. Oh boy, that's probably going to spin the whole way out. That's going to turn into some fun there. Let me go grab a 15 deep well. Let's try this. Thank you. Keep them coming like that. There's another one. Yep. It's spinning up there. Let's try to get this thing. Boy, that's so noisy. But this side of the shop is the side that's on. So I gotta deal with it. Oh, I see what happened here. It came off the bracket. No biggie, it just wasn't tight. Whoever had this off made it tighten back up. Good. So, kind of good we're doing this, I guess, right? Okay, we got the sway bar out of the way. This one here came off the bracket. I'll show you guys when we're putting it back on. I may take it over to their shop and weld it. Try to do something with this because this is what holds it from spinning. So, and this side's okay. So I'll go ahead and when we're putting it back together, we'll probably go ahead and just put a little tack weld or something on that. That way he don't have no problems if he's ever got to remove it again. So kind of save him a headache. So what we're going to do now, keep all these bolts in order. We're going to take this, let me see if it's let me see what size it is and I'll try to set this up where we can see it. Okay, I took the front axle one out on this passenger side. It was just a 15. I had to do it with a ratchet wrench. This one here has got a swivel on it. Should start to drop. I may get my, let me go get my, I'm gonna bring my jack in here, even though we're about where we need to be at. I think we might clear it there. Yeah, let me try that. I think that pan will clear. Yeah, I'm thinking it'll clear. So I'm gonna try that. Get that plug. That's some kind of a sensor there. I'm not sure if it's for the oil light or what, but there's a plug on the side there you gotta take off. But let me go grab the, I believe it's a 13. Yeah, 13. We'll get set up on a little, with a couple swivels, because these are some pretty tough ones up front here. We're gonna have fun getting them out. Well, let me get that set up and I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, I got these front ones out. They're right in the way of the rack. Oh. Holy moly. Come back to that one. Trying to do it all with my 1/4 inch here. It's kind of a pain in the ass. These back here ain't so bad. Yeah, these are gonna be fun. Ooh. That's that one. That one there is gonna probably have to get a bigger ratchet. Yeah, let me go get a 3/8. I'm gonna try to buzz these off with my, if I can get to them all good, with my 3/8 impact. Oh yeah, they come right out now. A little bit of a persuasion. Now for these two tough ones, one more. Yeah, I already got it. I think we're all out. Let's see. Oh, nope, we got a couple more right here. Maybe. Got it. Here we go. So, we're going to take this, let that compressor shut off. Okay, this gasket was wet after in a lot of areas around where the pan was seated. So it is definitely leaking. All right, so yeah, the gasket was wet around a lot of these areas. This pickup looks good. Somebody was in here because you could just tell the way the gasket is up here, the way they sealed it. But so I don't know if it was just too smashed. They over tightened it, because it is a couple areas. This blue part of the gasket has to have like a lip on it to seal, and there's a couple areas that's flattened. So my guess is it got over tightened. But anyways, the pickup's in good shape. There's no dirt in it. There is some more leaks coming from this area where the oil filter is. Those are notorious for leaking. I'm going to clean it and try to check it, but if the customer wants to fix it at a later time, we'll probably have to move this thing down again, but other than that I think we can get to it. So I'm going to clean it and check it and let him know about that. We're going to take the pan over into the other shop, into the cleaning tank. We'll get it all cleaned up. We'll get the gasket out of the way, the old one, and then we'll clean up all these areas and get the new one on it. Okay, I'm gonna get you guys set up over there where the cleaning tank is, and I'll bring you back here shortly. Okay, I was trying to look down in here a little bit and see if we have any serious, like shavings, or it doesn't look bad at all. So that's a good thing for them. Okay, yeah, it had some leftover oil in it. I don't like putting too much extra in this. This is a very nice parts cleaner. It's the Smart Washer, and it's like a recirculating type. It's got filters in it that it goes through it. It catches all the contaminants and the oils, and then you just peel the filters off by each layer. And it's kind of like a degreaser solution that's on a, I got it set at, this one's set at 114, but this thing is, I love this thing. I got it from my neighbor. Actually, the guy I'm doing the, you guys will see I'm posting a powder coat video on his bezels for his duster and the brake booster brackets. But this thing here, man, we did some trading, and I had to fix the heaters in it, and I put a new panel on it on this side. I'll give you a shot of it once we're done here, but yeah, I redid the electric box. I redid all that and put some new components in the control panel. That's all that was wrong with it. They wanted like, I think, $500 for the original replacement panel. So I just kind of made my own, kind of like I did this, the powder coat oven. I just kind of basically did it the same, set it up on the same type of thing with a PID. And it works better than the way they had it, because the way they have it, it would only let it get so hot. I think 90 degrees Fahrenheit was the max on it. So this one here, I can take however hot I want. Right now, like I said, it's at 115, which is not super hot. I mean, you can keep your hand in there. It looks a little smoky on camera because of the difference in temperature in the shop, but it's about 70 in the shop. So you're still going to see some kind of a difference. But this thing, man, if anybody's ever looking for a nice parts washer tank, get the smart washer. The fluid's about $100 for 5 gallons, but like I said, it lasts, because the only place you lose it is whatever little wetness is left on your parts, and maybe a little evaporation. They say that the evaporation rate is not that high, and it's not. I mean, I think I've had this thing 2 or 3 years, and that time I think I've added 10 gallons to it, and the initial amount was probably about 10 or 15 gallons to put, fill it. It's a little pricey at first. I think they want they have them on sale at Napa all the time, so you can get them on sale. I'm not sure. I have to probably look it up, but it's probably like $1,000 or $1,500 in the beginning. But man, and then you can roll it. You can keep it plugged in, keep it heated, and then when you're ready for it, you can take it over to your car on the lift or wherever, and put it right underneath your brakes, and clean the whole wheel. All your stuff off your brake area you're working on. Dry it off, get this out of the way, so you save on brake clean. Cans of brake clean. I just leave it right here. I usually deal with my brakes with the brake parts cleaner, but you can do it that way. I just leave it here, bring my parts here, and clean them. Yeah, all this stuff is getting filtered into a filter right now. So it's a really nice design. I love it. I love this thing. The only thing that sucks is after you use it for a while, it dries your hands up, and that's because of the solution. It's like a degreaser. So, but boy, does it clean everything up nice. All right, let me get this finished up here. I'll bring you guys back here in a few. Okay, I dried this up, clean it up real good, but you can see, man, look how nice. It's contaminant free. I just got to dry it up some. That washer, I didn't spend much time at all in it. I mean, it does such a nice job. Back here where all that stuff was real thick, I mean, it's off. That's just like, it's still a little wet from the parts washer, but yeah, all of it just gets it so nice. I love that thing. But I'm gonna get this thing finished, cleaned up and dried up, and then let me get that up here a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna get this ready to roll. I'll get the camera set back up over where the truck's at. We'll get all that cleaned up, and then we'll get the new gasket on it, get it all put back together, and do the transmission. Appreciate you guys hanging in there and watching all this. Thank you. Okay, we got the pan all cleaned up. I'm gonna take some a little scraper. I'm gonna take my little scraper here, And I'm gonna just kind of go around up here, and I'll bring you guys back here once I get it cleaned up. There's really not much to watch here with cleaning all that crap. Okay, I got it all cleaned up. I'm going around and putting a little bit of the black RTV on here. I usually put it right in the joints where the pan and the front cover meets the block. I just go around and put just a little on the rest of it too. I just do it for sleep better at night, you know. I mean, it doesn't hurt nothing. Some people will say, why'd you do that? Why'd you put that on? That's just extra insurance. This is the way it's worked for me for many, many years. And I'll continue to do it. But I just take these little ones and just smear them a little. I put them on both sides of the gasket. That's it. That way I know I'm good to go. We'll gently feed this back up in there. Real easy like. Just get it to where it's just resting there. Use the extension. Alright, I'm going to run these up in there real quick and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I went around and kind of started in the middle, worked my way out and around and tightened them up. I got my pan bolt. Don't forget to tighten your drain plug bolt. We got the plug back in the side of the pan here. I'm getting ready to get a jack and try to lift this axle up a little bit so we can put the bolts back through it. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the jack on it here. Get that one back in there. And then this side, yep, since we're already over here. Okay, tighten this side up. Okay, let's tighten this one up. Got that. Let me put this jack back out of the way and get this other stuff ready. Okay, if you remember right, here's the bracket for the sway bar, and the bolt came out of it. It just broke loose from it. So I'm gonna go set it in the vise and put a little weld around that. I may even hit this side a little too. Just something to hold it in there, because that's what keeps that thing from churning. So I don't think that's something you guys want to watch. I'm just going to tack it real quick, and then I'll be right back and we can put the sway bar back in. Be right back. Okay, got her tacked up. I just hit a few tacks on it. This steel plate it's on is kind of rough, but we got her to hold. So now, at least he won't have no problems. If he ever has to take this off again, it's all going to be solid on there. So let's get our sway bar back up in place. My thing is heavy. Let me get this one in there first. Okay, and the other one fell right in. Just like that. The bottom nuts on. All right. Now it's tight this time. Up top, yep. I believe that was just like that. Our sway bar's in. Let's get this bad boy back in there. Come off from the back side. Two, three, and the fourth one. Okay. I put a washer and a lock nut on it, which ain't no biggie. Those were Okay, I'm gonna start running these bolts out on this transmission pan gasket. Well, that thing is just leaking. I'm gonna have 33 lumps on it. I'm gonna put these in the back. Okay. Alright, better get ready. This thing's probably getting ready to start. Got my gun all wet. Let this thing drain down some. Yeah, let me let this drain down some and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, I got this pan down. We're gonna let that drain for a minute. And then I'm gonna go over here, clean this pan out in the tank once again. And then I'll bring you back when I'm putting the filter and stuff back in it. Okay, let's get this thing buttoned up here. I had to stop and make me one of my famous caramel macchiatos. If you ain't seen my video on that, go to my shorts. You'll see it's in there, but they are thebomb.com. So, yesterday, this is another day by the way, yesterday I was getting ready to button this transmission up and the customer brought the parts with him. They sent him the wrong part. So he had his grandpa go pick up the right one. We're getting ready to get this thing buttoned up for him so he can come pick it up. So, yeah, let's get right on. I'm gonna flip that around there, so I'm gonna show you what I use to put my gaskets to hold them in place there so they don't move on me when I put them up to the vehicle. Okay, so all I use here, the pan's already cleaned up. We cleaned it up in our awesome parts cleaner, but it's all done. I just take some of this plastic emblem adhesive, weather adhesive, and just put a little bit on it. Just go around and put a little bit on it. I've done this for years. Back in the day when I was working on the foreign cars and stuff over at Blagoy's. I don't know if you guys know Blagoy's, but then I just take it, all the holes, and just press it around for a second, and it keeps it nice and flat. And if you ever go to change it, usually you can take the pan off and this will stay with the pan and not mess up. You could maybe use a little, black RTV on it or something on this side of it. I usually put just a small smudge of it anyways on all of it, because it gives before the gasket even when you take them off. But check that out. You see that? Yeah. So, okay. I'm gonna get it spun around there. We'll get the filter on it and get her cleaned up. All right. Let's get this thing cleaned up. So really, the good part about it is it got to sit and drain all out, real good all night. All the fluid got to fall to the, the bottom of it. Okay, that's all nice and clean. Yeah, the inside of this transmission looks good. I gotta get this little, let me go grab a pick, be right back. Okay, when you put your new filters in, make sure you get the old seal out, because if you try to put it in there, it will not seat all the way, and your paint will smash against it, and it'll probably end up falling off or not working right anyway. So then just push it up on there. Okay, good. I put a little, or just a little line around this thin film. Okay, like I said before, just a thin amount, just enough to, I mean, if you, it's not even a, it's just a tiny bit, enough to make it sticky. It's just, like I said, I've always had really good luck doing it that way. Try to get a couple started here. All right, let's get these in here. I shut that stupid compressor off so we ain't gotta listen to it. A little bit first. It's so aggravating when you're underneath the vehicle and you're trying to put it on and the gasket's all moving on you, and we're snug. I got one more here somewhere. Alright, found the bolt. Okay. I'm gonna start my way in the middle and just not too tight. You can watch the gasket. When it starts to just move, I quit. Right on the edge of it, because don't forget you got the emblem adhesive holding it, and a little thin layer of the gasket material, so you don't need much. Okay, then I just start at one corner and give it one last little snug all the way around. That's just my method. The reason why I do this is just in case you got a little confused during your sequence and you miss one. So really this churn on this is just to make sure I've tightened it. That's all it's for. Alright, I'm going to get these tools cleaned up, get this thing on the ground, and we'll get the fluids back in it. Be back shortly. Okay, got her back on the ground. Getting ready to, let's get this motor oil in here. I know you guys can't see in here, but I got the lift all the way down. I got the camera all the way up on the tripod, and it goes up 68 inches, I believe, to where the top of the camera is, or the base of the camera. And I still can't get it up tall enough. This truck ain't real lifted, but it's enough, plus the lift, you know, the lift is up too off the ground a little bit, the width of it. We're adding oral. Drink up, drink up. Get the trans fluid in her. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. All right. Let's give her a start up real quick. Let me check this oil first. Alright. Yep, I think we need about 1.5 more. just a little bit. I think I still need to go another half. Let that go down a little bit. I think we're good. Let me double check it. Nope, another half. On the oil. Yep. Do a double check. Right on. Training fluid. I thought I had it out. Some of these dipstick are so freaking long. They go in the next week. Alright, I'm going to run this through the gears. It's got enough to not hurt nothing. And then we'll check it while it's running. Be right back. Alright. Put it in neutral. Let me chock these wheels. Okay. You don't overfill it. She's still going down. Alright, one last check. So right there. Yep. Alright, good. Our job has got no leaks to it. I'm going to get cleaned up here. Get this thing outside and call him to have him come pick it up. Once again, I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like, subscribe, share it for me please if you would. We're real close at 100 subscribers, so I'm getting excited. I mean, I really am. I remember when I was just saying I can't wait to hit 10 subscribers. So it's starting to go, you know, but I need to get some more videos out there for you guys. It's hard to do this, you know, and be able to afford to do it and make stuff. And some of these things, most of these things, I'm not making no money off of it. I'm just doing it for content to get the channel going. Okay, sorry about that. If it ain't the battery dying in that thing, the video card got full. So anyhow, I really appreciate everything you guys do, watching it, sharing it, liking it, subscribing. All that's really, really helping. Like I said before it was cutting off there, I may be setting up like a little Patreon page, where it'll be like a little membership. You can pay $1 or $5, whatever you want to give to the channel. One last time, I stuck an SD card in it, it was already full. So, but yeah, like I said, that will be just for like to help the channel. I'll have like certain things I'll give out to people, you know, for the membership fees that you guys help with, donate, like a little donation. Also, I'll probably start getting shirts and hats and things like that that'll help also. I really appreciate everything, you know, all you guys that are new viewers. I've gotten a ton since we posted that the hurricane video. That was something else. I really wanted to get in there and get down in the neighborhoods and get some more footage on that, but it was just tough to do. It's just chaotic in there. So we got lucky to get what we got. But we may go back in February or even next Thanksgiving and do an update on that. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But if you guys are interested in any other kind of footage, stuff, whatever, you want to see something made out of wood, or whatever, just shoot it down in the comments there and I'll let you know what I can do for you. But once again, I really appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. Until the next one.